Greetings, beautiful beings. Welcome to Frequently Asked Starseed Questions. The questions of today is about abductions. I'm receiving a lot of questions about the abduction, so I will try to put all the informations in this answer as much as I can. Alright, here goes the question. I wanted to get your opinion about a strange psychic attack I experienced recently. I was staying in a friend's house and woke up several nights feeling physically paralyzed, almost like I was in a glass box being held down by something. My voice was also paralyzed, and I could not speak even though I remember screaming. It took a long time before I was able to move and break free. Before sleeping in the room again, I used some sage and placed several tiger eyes around the doors. The following night I woke up again and saw a transparent figure holding me down with its arm, but could not see its face. Was wondering if you ever had heard of anything like this, or if it sounded like an abduction, because I also feel like I lost a little bit of time I cannot account for. Also, is sage good for clearing beings from other realms? Alright, this is a really good question, so let's go into the answer. I have personally experienced very same feeling several times, and I know quite a few people who did as well. Now there's a difference between abduction and abduction. There's a negative abduction when you are abducted by the negative beings, and when your energy is violated, when your physical body may be violated, and you may undergo to different tests or being forced to take any kind of the implant. If you experience this kind of the abduction, I will just go for a little bit on this one. You will feel extremely depressed. You will feel that everything goes wrong. You will feel that you're meeting the people with the black pupil eyes. They are literally looking at you, and you feel that they are here to get you. There are other beings literally hunting you down to get you. You will be in this roller coaster of the fear and the paranoia. That's how they want to keep you. Now, this kind of the abduction, what the lady who wrote me is describing, is a visitation to the spaceship, and that's rather exciting. Now, we naturally fear of something that we cannot explain, or when we lose the control, because we want to be in the control, over our body, over our thoughts, over literally everything that goes in our life. And when we lose the control, we become extremely fearful or paranoid what is going on. So if you feel any energy approaching you, so we'll start from the beginning. If you feel the any energy approaching you, start to feel that paralyzing moment, because when this happens, you start to feel like your body is getting paralyzed. You cannot move your hands, you cannot speak, you cannot move, yet you are completely awake. You may experience that you feel that your body is vibrating, that you're sort of lying on the bed, and it almost feels like we would look at yourself. You feel like you would be vibrating in very high vibration, that is shaking about the mattress, the levitating. You may feel electricity running through your body. Literally, you will be plugged to the electric outlet, and the electricity increase goes like vroom, vroom. Sound like a car, but I mean the electricity. It increased through your body. And again, all this feeling is very scary. Now obviously, if you feel scared, you feel your heart pumping rather fast, and if you are scared to the death from this, you are able to get yourself out of this stage. Now, before we'll go that this is really scary, is to understand the scary. Whenever the fear comes to you, understand it, question your guide. Remember, nothing can be done against your free will. So, if you are in this sort of kind of the state, you can always telepathically communicate. You cannot speak, you cannot scream at the moment, you cannot express physically your will, that means speaking, but you can telepathically communicate. You ask your guides, are you coming from love and light? Are you coming with your highest intentions for me? If you feel or sense 3 times yes, then these ones are your guides. And in this particular scenario, those are the guides, those are the star nation who came to visit her, and they were pulling her up into the spaceship. Now there are some ways how they do this. They paralyze your body, they stabilize your energy, because you are going through the time travel. It is not that you go from the living room to the bedroom. You're going on that time consuming journey. So they literally take your energy, speed it through the time, and take you to the visit, to very higher dimension, to the spaceship, and then you have an amazing experience. If it happens that you don't feel your guides, if it happens that you feel that this is not your soul family, that you feel violated with this energy, then you can order them. You can say, stop in your mind, I don't wish to receive this, I don't want to continue with it. You can imagine that there's a light within your soul that you shine bright and project and literally vibrate it, and they're gonna leave you alone, because there's a free will that many of you still forget that you do have a free will. But now I go about this spaceship visitation, because this was rather positive experience. So once you start feeling this, and again the paralyzed feeling will come on. Some people feel the almost like a siren go on in their head, and that means that the soul or the body is gonna go out. That actually goes more with the astral traveling, where your soul goes out of the body. This one, literally your body goes with you. Your body receives the benefit of this encounter. Now these guides cannot really, if you have a guides that come from the different star nations, the high vibrational guides, many of them have not experienced the earth life. Also, they cannot necessarily need to come here. They cannot actually completely to come here in their physical form, because they have to lower their vibration to the 3D reality, which is extremely hard. Look at us. When you are born, many of you have this amazing energy and came through this high vibrational part of the universe, and when you lower down in your physical body, you forget what have you done, what are your abilities, how does your energy function, what kind of the amazing memories of the inventions and the healing and technology and humanity and anything that you have, because you lowered to that 3D physical realm of the earth. And the same happened to these beings. If they lower to the 3D reality, they may change a sort of concussion, a forgetfulness, being lost in the realm. And that's why they guide you to raise up your vibrations. Now if we would do the survey, I'm positive that this kind of the encounters happen to people who have been meditating, asking the guides for their assistance, listening meditations. I know that the language of light has this amazing effect on everyone who embrace it and listen to it, that they do have these encounters. And again, it is a positive thing. When you take that fear away from it and you imagine that you really time travel somewhere, then came back into the body with amazing knowledge, it is rather mind-blowing. Now when you come back into the body, you may not remember what happened. You may see that maybe a minute passed by, or there's a little time lost in between. You may have been in the spaceship. They may have taken you in the other planet to encounter the other beings, or show you whatever they need to show you, whatever you need to learn, your soul journey that will help you in your earth life to assist the others and the earth that is important for you. That may have taken for the long time. It is not much different when you go to these ayahuasca ceremonies, or I have seen this amazing documentary about making a study with the DMT and studying the effect of the pineal gland, and you're projecting yourself consciously into the universe. And many people described that they came back and they felt that the years went by, and they came back into the body, and just 5-10 minutes went by. And the same is with our meditations, and with especially this kind of the encounter. So recap again: when you're feeling that you wake up at night and you feel paralyzed. Now why this happen at night? Because at night you have a time to rest, you have a time to calm down, you have a time to meditate. I know that many people ask before they go to sleep for the encounter, for the visitations from their guide, for the guidance, for the healing, for many things. So when you notice this paralyzing effect, the energy is slowing down, the electricity possibly running through you, the light beings coming towards you, ask in your mind 3 times, are you coming from the love and light? You are in a control. And when you feel that it is safe to travel with this energy, then calm consciously yourself down, breathe slowly, tell yourself that you are safe, that you feel okay, that you have no reason to fear, and then you will imagine this. You will not imagine, you will experience this amazing time traveling time and visiting the places that you would not be able to visit in your everyday life with your car parking in the front of your house. My personal experience has been that I've been pulled through the black tunnel, maybe you can call it a black hole, into very various spaces, and when I come back I was asked to scream loud from the top of my lungs. I remember my guy telling me, scream, that's gonna get you back into the body. So I believe that our physical voice is really connection. It's when you are somewhere there, it's your physical connection to get you back, to get that soul back in your body, get you connected in the body, so you are not lost in between the dimensions. That may perhaps happen to people who are in a coma, to address something a little bit else. You know, their body leave, their soul leave out of the body and goes to these places, and there must be something triggering that pull that soul back into the body. And as you know, there's been documented a story that people who have been in the coma went on the other side, met their loved ones, met the angels, saw these beautiful cities or the places, and came back and were so inspired by it, and they changed their life, or they healed, they started to do something amazing for the others. And the same thing is happening to you when you have that visitation. You just have to allow yourself to remember, what did you learn, what have you seen. It all come back at the right time. Perhaps, you know, you wake up in the morning and there's total amnesia, you don't remember. But remember, it has been a huge, has been a huge strain on your nervous system. Every energy light work, every encounter with the energy takes a little bit toll on your nervous system. So that's why you have to practice it. Again, like the riding the bike. That's my usually most favorite comparison. The riding the bike. With the energy, you train your body, you are able to hold more energy within your body, and you are able to more remember. You can create a little word, a stone, something that will help you to remember what went on when you were traveling. And once you realize that this is nothing to be afraid of, you can actually have a pretty great experience and enjoy it as well. So I hope this answers your questions, and it takes away the fears from the visitations with the other star nations, to go on the spaceship, to visit your guides, and to work with them the way you're supposed to. Alright, I wish you the best, guys. Thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe if you like, and I'm sending you my love from my heart to yours.